Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A play fake for Swift, now Goff. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
The first carry now, this is Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Christmas Eve here in 2022. A big slate today of Saturday games. But we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then you got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Graham has putted on our house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Gone. They're connecting here with DJ Shark. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. Down to the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they have a fly. Just sending the guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Well, they said forget the underneath route for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Corral on second down. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 31-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. A give up the middle, Hubbard. Kirby Joseph there to drop him. The Panthers at 9-5 now on the year. Well, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Thomas. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Chuba Hubbard with now 15 rushing touchdowns on the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On the option to give to Swift here. A solid stiff arm. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, and they go with Swift again. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Goff. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line. Give them 18 on the play.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
On first down, it's gone. Forced out to his left. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Manhertz. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
The Lions on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Well, there's a trust factor in that call. Turning and handing it to the big man in the backfield, trying to pick up the first down. But how about the defense? They were ready for him, and they were able to stop him.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They go ahead and snap it. Gone. And it's going to be batted down. And will go the other way with a football. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Panthers will get the football back.
Now, that's just simply good coaching and excellent technique on that play. You know why? Because everyone wants to rush the passer when they want to throw the football, but you're not always going to get there. So what are you taught to do? When the ball's finally thrown, get your hands up in the passing lanes, and they batted that one away.
No. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down, another chance for Hubbard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
So quite a turn of events. This is 1st and goal from the 3. Williams will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Williams again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. On the keeper, here's Goff. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Lions are back within a score. So he's able to sneak it in, and credit to the guys up front.
Oh, without a doubt, because they have the leverage on this play. We always talk about low man wins and one-on-one battles. That's exactly what happened there. Their offensive line lower than the defensive front.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way. You throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open man is Jalen Darden. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, 22 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard down at the 25.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Right back to Hubbard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call... 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 2nd and 12, Goff. That's into the hands of Fortson.
And, Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL with just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Here's Goff. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here comes the Lions punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. That'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Moore, the man in motion. And they'll start on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Deshaun Elliott up to make the play defensively.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
And only a couple for him there as the tackle is made at the 42. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
But forget knowing where the 1st down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
4th down, Corral looking to throw it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Now a 1st down throw. Goff. Coming across the formation and making the catch is Chark. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
On first down, they'll start out with Hubbard. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. And Corral will throw it. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Out of the gun, here's the give to Hubbard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. And they'll go again here with Hubbard. And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on third down. And Corral will throw it. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
And they'll run on first down with Hubbard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That's Aiden Hutchinson. He was determined to blow that play up, and he sure did. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, that maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Lions are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Eve. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third. Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Jameson Williams with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this to the 32.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Corral. And this is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
And this offense on 3rd down today, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Corral takes a shotgun snap. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. The throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 2nd downs, and he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
2nd down, another chance for Hubbard. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expecting to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 77 yards on the ground for Hubbard as that last run a first down.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Foreman is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
From the gun on third down, Goff. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick six. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A two-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Off-play action. Here's Goff. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On first and 10, Goff. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Lions have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. 103 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, here's a run by Hubbard. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
We're good.
Goff now to throw. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
On second down, here's a run with Hubbard. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to it.
And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, Charles, a very simple mission anytime that you play on your home turf, and that is to defend your home turf. And today, that mission was accomplished.
Look, every offseason, every preseason, the head coach goes in front of the team and says, the mission for the season, defend our home field every time, split on the road, and we'll be in the playoffs. That's why defending the home field is vital.
So for Carolina, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they hit the 10-win mark now at 10-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for Detroit, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears.
a chain of game. When the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game. No post office was stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies. Family size, leather bombers and Nike Sacai's. Dangerous corners, you better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap, Sugar Ray Robinson, nothing sweet. Y'all too out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. What I'm saying, your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. What I'm saying, people saying what's already been said. Predictions, I don't listen, it's already in my head, no funny. Your most hungry place, I was past that at 28. Underground tapes, as my ass cap in publishing states. As we slide in the G-Ride, I've been getting criticized, it's keeping me energized. Create with a business mind, I'm from where killers reside. A wild hood, only knew goons since my childhood. Say anything in they raps cause it sound good. Don't even mean what they say, horrible outlook. Y'all ain't really bout these houses. Y'all was in the house with it. We don't respect fake jewelry and silly outfits. Window down, blowing out great tits. New York's J. Prince on Houston Street. I crossed the bounce before my even bounced the beat. I took the hard way in it, man, it's the route for me. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top three, I'm not number one, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black, meet Joe Black. Why would I ever have to cop a chain again when the QB chain birth most of the chains in the game? Why would I? God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things that's expensive. They hit them either close range or at a distance. If God for me, why bother? I got my game from the Godfather. Top of the food chain, rock bottom. And handle my business when it was my problem. G. Flossing with a gold chain. I got my Turkish rope with matching gold things. Bomber jacket in the winter, it's a cold game. I met some East Coast up in Spokane. Some of the realest in this dope game. I got my curly top looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the feds. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spray. And now you got all in your dread head.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
Still trying to the riches.
East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. 4th and inches. I'm finna hit a lick and handle business. I got her down, she real vicious. Rock-a-bye, baby, no witness. This is not even a conflict. You on nonsense. Got the same way in Brooklyn and Compton. But with that gang, then make a profit. On top, stay poppin'. Look. See, I was the high school slick Rick, I was styling. Fat gold chain with an African medallion. Hip-hop connoisseur and rolling 20 gripping. Rap game real tight, freestyle was magnificent. All about the clout and all about my dividends. Them older couldn't tell me different. I need a roundaway girl to live in. Showtime at the Apollo. I'm about the bottle. Take two and pour out a little for my who won't live to see tomorrow.
If God for me, who could be against me? I guess all the that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted.
I told my boys it ain't no limit. Told all my dogs it ain't no limit. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
I'm whipping in track out with messed up suspension. I drove it so fast that I blew out the engine. I kept it too real ever since the beginning. I play offensive D, I might switch my position. Lil' mama was thirsty, so I had to quench. I'ma drive real fast, cause you know I shoot quick. Just like Travis Kelce, I be having emotions. Just like a lamb, man, you know I'm exploding. My heart cold, bad, I ain't got emotions. I'm going hard, yeah, you know I'm devoted. We running street, yeah, you know we control it. She love the kids, she be busting it open. I'm quarterbacking like I'm Kyler Murray. Trying to win, I'm up at practice early. Going crazy, I just run the jersey. It's the first half and we done dropped 30. We just up to scoring them boys, man. I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head in the game.
Money on my mind, head in the game. It's like I scored again, diamonds on them dance. I can hear the music playing with them bands. Crowd going wild, dived in the fans. I'm locking in on a mission, I turn on my vision. You young, she get like me. I got your shorty, she with me. I gave her a jersey, I told her to join my team. It's best you go where it's safe. You know how I play. I get to a sack like Frank. You can teach money to fly. I turn it at hop. I catch it and go to the bank. It's crazy, I'm used to the lights. I'm shining so bright. This visor cover my face. You see me working and working. I'm getting it done. And soon they be feeding me grapes.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits. Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game, head in the game. Head in the game, head
They
in the game.
screaming my name when I walk in the building. Yellow diamonds on me like I play for the Steelers. I'm in the field, yup, just like a Steeler. Oh, this your girl, my band had the Steeler. I hop on the beat and I float like a real. I caught a TD, yeah, right across the middle. I'm speaking facts, boy, you telling riddles. Can't hang with the gang, so we had to sit them weird down. I'm in LA, riding round and around. My dog just called, say he finna touch down. When I call a play, you won't hear a sound. Hold up, money caller right now. I gotta go and get it, and it don't matter how. All I know is, man, yeah, I'm 10 toes down. I keep my head high and my eyes on the prize. Yeah, my feet on the ground. Let's go. Let's go.
I told my boys, it ain't no limits.
No.
Told all my dogs, it ain't no limits. Put your head in the game, head in the game.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Hurts throwing right away. That one complete downfield to Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing is Hurts. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Ready.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And some room to roam now. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 13. It's a gain of 34.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Jalen Hurts with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Panthers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Folk connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Throwing. Love. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. 36 yards.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They give it to Williams running right. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamal Williams, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I've warned against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Once more, here's Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They go play action with Hurts. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
I know for us it's fun, and it's not so much fun for the rookie receivers when we see them coming into the league and we're going to training camps. You see them working on getting 2 feet down instead of 1. But the best ones train in college trying to get 2 down instead of 1, so the transition's a little bit less. In this case, though, wasn't able to complete it anyway.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he's got room. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Eckler now between the tackles. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. He's got room at the 30. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 23. 23 yards the pickup there.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here we go, here we go. Drop on switch, drop on switch.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. Antoine Winfield up from the secondary with a tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now, because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. It's Eckler again. And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 14. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 7-7, our score after one.
That's the end of the first quarter, with the score tied 7-7.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Come on.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Touchdown, Panthers. Darren Waller from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week. And you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On play action. Love to throw. He's going to air one out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To pass, here's Jordan Love. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know,
there he goes right side. He's at the 30. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. 146 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
First down, and they stick with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Hurts with a quick throw, complete. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Foster Moreau from 4 yards out. And the Panthers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Folk. And it's now 21-7.
Falcons 7.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Love. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Love from the gun on 3rd down. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to get this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is taken at the 18. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10.
Okay, great.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They've had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
Following the interception, Love. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
Well, when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better than giving up an interception. But where they are on the scoreboard, they've got to get rid of all of that and just create positive plays for themselves in order to have a chance.
To try again after the sack. Love. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
The Falcons and Panthers, of course, division rivals, but it wasn't a great year for either offense last year, that's for sure. You look at the final numbers. The Falcons, they were 29th in the league in total yardage. The Panthers were 30th. Certainly both looking for an uptick here in 2022.
The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Love. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
Okay,
the Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Hurts. And able to find Kirk complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line.
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Jordan Love ready on first down here. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Let's go.
Final play of the half. Love. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be Falcons football, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Play action this time with Love. He's going to look deep for more. And he's got it inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DJ Moore, 55 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. On the give, this is Eckler. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
The slot man in motion right.
Hey, back that.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
2nd and 7. They'll try the right side with Eckler. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 21. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 195 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense is getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Austin Eckler taking it in from 11 yards out. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Folk connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14.
Falcons 14.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it, and they'll take it out to the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Love now. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Love looking to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Here we go, set.
Love to throw for it on 4th. And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as the defense nowhere to be found there. A gain of 20 on 4th down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Again, they run with Edmonds. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A give to Williams, running right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Here's Love. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 23.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
10 cycles.
First down, Love to pass. That is caught. It's Williams. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A nice gain of 21 yards.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Williams is into the end zone. It's a Falcons touchdown. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Got the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Here's Jones. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't it?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to thank the guys on D.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 12, Love trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it, and the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Eckler, they run left side. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere.
Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a give running left is Eckler. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. They won on 2 fronts there, so to speak, Charles. Not only do they stop him short of the first, they get him out of bounds and stop the clock.
Yeah, they won. The offensive guys lost because they wanted to stay in bounds and have that clock run or force you to use timeouts. Instead, the defense won, as you mentioned, on both fronts.
Folks, kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A tougher task for them now. That turnover on their last possession led to the field goal, meaning that they have to now try to erase a 2-score deficit here in the 4th. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Throwing. Love. Finding Williams once more, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
From the 16, Love.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Here we go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw now. Here's Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's McKenzie. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Ready?
Edmonds running out of the shotgun.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Blue.
Operating from the gun, Love. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that 1st down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Love. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Travis Jones in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for it.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3 and out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way to knock the ball free. They've got to come up with it because they can't just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
A handoff, it's Eckler, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once more, here's Eckler. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 4th?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. Well, the offense has had a big day. He's been great running the football, but I don't think anybody liked that last result.
No, they didn't like the last result at all, but they have to look at it in total, don't they? They've had a big day running the football. You take an occasional loss or an occasional bad play along the way, but all in all, they have to like what they've done.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback.
Ready up.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get a big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Here we go. Here we
Here's
go.
2nd and 10 now from the 35. Now Love. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Love. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Set, hunt.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a one-touchdown game. A higher-scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. I'd have to be those defensive coaches, though. That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.
So for the Panthers, they snap out of their doldrums and improve to 2-6 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers.
than I ever been. Losing's what I never do. How you supposed to walk with me? I'm 80 steps ahead of you. My mind is on Socrates, all my bars on Rubik's Cube. Every time I do it, I just have to do it beautiful. I can't let this moment pass. Yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me.